Namaste everyone, this is Sandeep and welcome to my channel Only Study. Today we are going to start lesson number 3, the surface and interior of the earth. But before we begin, I want you all to subscribe this channel and press bell icon not to miss the coming videos. Let's start. First of all, we need to know about the background. So the earth was formed 4.6 billion years ago, and the sun is a star, and the planets, all the planets, they were its part in the past, and they had come out of it. The earth is the only planet on which the conditions are favorable for sustenance of life. It is not sustenance of life, and the earth as well as other planets are undergoing changes. Now the question that you have to attempt from here, they are: when was the earth formed? So it was formed 4.6 billion years ago. The planets had come out of the sun. Okay, next we have, here is the picture of solar system, and here earth. So here we have, this is sun, then Mercury, then Venus, then earth, then Mars, then Jupiter, then Saturn, then Uranus, then Neptune. So earth, it looks bright and blue, right? Let's move to the next one. If we talk about earth's surface, then it has variety of landforms. There are mountains, plains, plateaus and tablelands, or tablelands. Plateaus and tablelands, they are same thing. Okay, plateaus are also known as tablelands. If we talk about the height, this variation, they are named as per their heights. Okay, mountains, they are very high. Plains, they are flat surfaces, and plateaus, they are less high than mountains and more high than plains. And this height is measured from a baseline, and that is known as mean sea level. So if we talk about the highest point of the earth, then it is Mount Everest. Its height is 8850 meters, and it is situated in Himalaya. If we talk about the lowest point, then it is Mariana Trench. Somewhere it is written Mariana, Mariana, but in your book it is Mariana Trench, and it is 11,034 meters below the mean sea level, and it is situated in the Pacific Ocean. Now the questions that you have to attempt are: name the different landforms. So they are mountains, plains, plateaus, and then after, from where the variation in height is measured. So it is measured from the mean sea level. Which is the highest point of the earth? So it is Mount Everest, and where is it? It is in the Himalayas. Which is the lowest point of the earth, and where is it? So it is a Mariana Trench, and it is in the Pacific Ocean. Now here we have, this is a Himalaya, this is a valley, and here the picture of plains, and this is plateau. Now what is the difference between plain and between mountain and plateau? So mountains are very high, plateaus are less high than mountains, and mountains have sharp peaks, but plateaus had flat surface. Okay, like this. Here, this is the picture of a plateau. They are high, but their top is plain. I hope clear. Let's move to the next one. Here is Mariana Trench. So here it is written Mariana, and in your book Mariana Trench, it is in the Pacific Ocean. This is Pacific Ocean, and here is the country Japan, Philippines, Indonesia, Australia, and here Papua New Guinea. Okay, so you must remember this on the map. Its location should be known to you on the map. Here is this is Mount Everest. Now if we talk about the interior of the earth, then it is still a mystery for every one of us, because deep down the temperature is very high. We can't go very deep in the earth, so it is still a mystery for us. Why can't this intensive heat neither allows us to dig deep, and there is not any possibility of living organisms. We have been able to dig only 3.50 kilometers below, because temperature is very high. We have dug this for extracting gold from the mines, and our knowledge of the earth's interior is based on indirect observation. Okay, indirect, we can't observe it directly because the temperature is very high, so we observe it indirectly. And how do we observe? We observe the behavior of the seismic waves on the earthquakes, of seismic waves, or this is not on, this is or earthquakes, and the occurrence of volcanoes. We observe the behavior of these two, and all that we know about the earth is based on this indirect observation. Now the question that you have to attempt: why do we know little about the interior of the earth? So because deep down the temperature is very high. Why do we not dig deep? Because intensive heat not allows us to dig deep, and there is not possibility of any living organism. How do we this no deep is there? How much we have been able to dig, and for what? So we have been able to dig only 3.5 kilometers for extracting gold from mines. How do we know about the interior of the earth? We know this through indirect observation of the behavior of seismic waves or earthquakes and the occurrence of volcanoes. So here is a picture of an earthquake. This is a picture of volcanoes. Then after, this is a picture of a gold mine. Now if we talk about the earthquake, then first of all we need to know about its definition. So it is the shaking and trembling of earth's surface caused by internal movements. There are the movements inside the earth, and they cause shaking and trembling of the earth. The shock waves generated by the earthquake have their origin at a focus inside the earth, and these waves travel towards the earth. Where do they travel? They travel towards the earth's surface, and in different directions. Okay, suppose this is the center of the earthquake, so the waves, they will move towards different directions towards the earth's surface, and their speed will be differ. And the speed, if we talk about the speed of the waves, it depends upon the nature and the nature of the material they pass through. They pass through solid and liquid two types of material. In next lecture we'll know more about this. This is seismology is the science of study of the earthquake. Now the question that you have to attempt, define earthquake. So earthquake, shaking and trembling of the earth's surface caused by internal movements. This is earthquake. How and where do the shock waves travel? So they travel through liquid and no, not liquid. And how do they travel? They travel towards the earth in different directions and different speed. Next we have, on which factor the speed of the shock waves depends upon. So it depends upon the nature of the material they pass through. What do you understand by the seismology? So seismology is the science of the study of the earthquake. Now there are two types of seismic waves. One is P waves and other one S waves. P waves are primary waves and they can travel through both solid and liquid. If we talk about the S waves, they are secondary waves and they can pass through only solid. Okay, and they are very slow in speed. P waves are faster and S are slow. So you can remember this: S waves slow, S for secondary waves, S for slow, right? So their speed is slow. The study of the behavior of these waves tells us about the interior of the earth. So we know about the interior of the earth through the study of the behavior of these waves. Now the question, how many types of seismic waves are there? So they are of two types, P waves and S waves. Name them. Already I told, P waves and S waves, primary waves, secondary waves. Differentiate between P waves and S waves, so you can write from here. Now this is the picture of P waves. P waves travel straight and S waves travel this. So these waves are very dangerous, S waves. A devastating earthquake struck the Bhuj area of Gujarat on 26 January 2001. And there is only one active volcano in India, and that is Barren Island. It is located in Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Now the question, when did an earthquake struck the Bhuj area of Gujarat? 26th January 2001. Where is an island situated and which type of volcano is it? So it is situated, Barren Island is an active volcano. It is situated in Andaman and Nicobar and it is an active volcano. Now this is the Barren Island, an active volcano. Next we have recapitulation cum test. Now, when was the earth formed? Pause the video, think your answer, then play the video and listen to me. Listen to my answer. When was the earth formed? 4.6 billion years ago. The planet had come out of the sun. Name the different landforms: mountains, plains, plateaus. From where the variation in height is measured? From the mean sea level. Which is the highest point of the earth and where is it situated? So highest point is Mount Everest and it is in Himalaya. The lowest point of the earth and where is it? So lowest point is Mariana Trench and it is in Pacific Ocean. Why do we know a little about the interior of the earth? Because of the high temperature in the deep down. Why do we not dig deep? Because intensive heat doesn't allow us to dig deep, and also there is no possibility of any living organism. How much deep, this is deep, DEEP, how much deep we have been able to dig, and for what? We have been able to dig only 3.5 kilometers for extracting gold from gold mines. How do we know about the interior of the earth? Through indirect observation of seismic waves, earthquakes and volcanoes. Next we have define earthquake. So shaking and trembling of the earth's surface due to the internal movements, that is called earthquake. How and where do the shock waves travel? So they travel towards the earth's surface with different speeds and through different materials. On which factors the speed of the shock waves depends upon? So it depends upon the material through which they pass. What do you understand by seismology? So it is the science of the study of the earthquakes. How many types of seismic waves are there? So there are two waves. Their names are P waves and S waves, primary waves and secondary waves. Differentiate between P waves and S waves. So P waves are primary waves, S waves are secondary waves. P waves are faster, S waves are slower. Okay. P waves can move through solid and liquid, both materials. But S waves can move through solid materials only. When did an earthquake struck the Bhuj area of Gujarat? 26th January 2001. Where is an island situated, and which type of volcano is it? An active. It was the question is wrong something, I think. So it is an active volcano is a barren island, and it is in Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Again, I want you all to subscribe this channel, like and share the video, and also to press the bell icon for not missing the coming videos. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.